So today we're going to talk about trigonometry ratios. So if we look up here, we have this word-like thing. This is SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA is an acronym that helps us remember the ratios for sine, cosine, and tangent. Today, we're going to be working on just the tangent part of it. So the part we need to be paying attention to is these last three letters. So the TOA, which stands for, I guess, rather than says, tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. So if we look at our triangle, you always have to look at it from whatever angle you're looking for. So on this one, we're looking from this angle down here. So across from it is our opposite. Next to it, that isn't your hypotenuse, is your adjacent side. And your hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. Always, always, always. That never changes. Doesn't matter where your angle is, the hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. Okay? So most important, you have to look from the angle. It's not always going to be in the same spot. You have to pay attention. So let's go down to our first example. It says find tangent of A for each triangle below. So angle A is up here in this corner. So we need opposite and adjacent. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to find our hypotenuse. Even though we don't need it, we just want to rule that out. Know that that's not what we're going to be using. So our hypotenuse is always across from the right angle, so 10. So we won't use 10 at all. We don't need 10 in this equation, we just need the other two. Okay? So first thing you have to do, we want opposite always on top. So tangent is equal to our opposite, so we're going to go from A across, which is 8. So 8 over, and then 6 would be our adjacent because it's right next to it, but it's not the hypotenuse. So 6. So our ratio is just 8 over 6. I do want you guys to reduce this down to a fraction, so we're going to do 8 divided by 6. We're going to end up with 1.3. Okay? So that's our answer for part A. Part B, A is now moved. It's down here. So again, we're going to start by finding our hypotenuse, just to rule it out. So a right angle across, so we're not going to be using 25 at all. 25 is not needed for this because that's our hypotenuse. And again, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So we're going to find our opposite side. So from A across is 7. So tangent is equal to 7 over. And then our adjacent side is going to be this 24. So 24. Now, again, I want this in decimal form, so we're going to do 7 divided by 24. We get 0.29. Okay? So, next one. Again, A is moved again, so it's up here now. We're always going to find our hypotenuse first. We don't need 21. 21 is useless to us in this because we don't need our hypotenuse at all, right? So now we're going to find our opposite. So starting at A, going across, we have tangent is equal to 15.65 over, then our adjacent side is 14. So again, we're going to divide those. So 15.65 divided by 14 equals 1.12 if we're rounding. And so that's what we're going to do today. Tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. It's always important. Find your hypotenuse first, rule it out. Then opposite is always across from the side that, or the angle that you're looking for. Adjacent is next to it.